I just discovered a solopreneur that is making over $3 million per year from his websites. He does everything essentially by himself, and he's figured out a simple template to follow that I'll share with you here in just a second. Not only will I share all of his websites and how much money they make, but I also got fascinated with this idea of solopreneurs building really successful online businesses. So I did some more digging and found 3 additional examples of solopreneurs all making over $1 million per year from their websites. So in today's video, I'll be sharing stories of 4 solopreneurs, the websites they built, and how much money they are making. These truly are one-person businesses run online, and frankly, I think they are extremely inspiring and motivating. So grab yourself a bowl of honeycombs and get comfortable.
Holy honeycombs!
This is about to get really good. You know, I like to think of myself as an idea person, and I've tried out several different niche businesses. However, the first person I'd like to highlight today has really taken it to the next level. Pieter Levels has launched over 70 startups and is currently making over $3 million per year. And he does it all on his own as a solopreneur, and while living the nomad lifestyle as he travels the world. I get it. It sounds too good to be true. However, you'll learn a few tricks that really help Pieter launch new websites quickly. When Pieter has an idea, he just builds it quickly and launches it. He doesn't over-strategize or get analysis paralysis. He does have the advantage of having the tech skills in order to build and program these ideas. So as soon as he has a new idea, he follows the exact same tech stack and uses similar website templates to get it out the door, which saves him a ton of time. Honestly, it's just easier to show you to really drive this point home. Here's a handful of his websites he's launched. Nomads.com, a website where you can research destinations to live, find nomad meetups, and much more. RemoteOK.com, a place where you can find a remote job and work from anywhere. InteriorAI.com, where you can redesign your interior in seconds using AI. PhotoAI.com, where you can train an AI using your own photos to create stunning new photos of you in any pose or location that you desire. He also has an AI avatar section on the Photo AI website that will use AI to create AI avatars of yourself for use on social media or anywhere else. Now, did you notice how similar all the websites looked? This is a big reason why he can launch things so quickly. He isn't overthinking anything. He just has a tech stack that he knows he can build, and he copies his templates from his other websites. Here's what Pieter said about his websites and tech stack. All my websites and projects are built by just me with vanilla HTML, JS, and jQuery, PHP, and SQLite. I'm very fast with my own little stack. I don't collaborate with other people, and I prefer shipping fast by myself. For Photo AI, I've hired an AI dev for a while to help me set up AI models and GPU servers, but everything else is by me. A true solopreneur. I love it. As for marketing these ideas, Pieter has always taken a build in public approach. So he's often been featured and posted in Indie Hacker News, Reddit, and he's extremely active on Twitter. So he builds a project and shares everything publicly wherever he can. Then he often starts sharing revenue numbers from these projects, and that helps him gain even more followers. He now has over 600,000 followers on Twitter and was even featured on the incredibly popular Lex Fridman podcast. So how well are all of these businesses doing? In total, these websites are doing over $3 million per year, all with a single founder. Nomads.com is making around $700,000 per year. RemoteOK does close to $2 million per year. And PhotoAI.com makes $121,000 per month. How incredible is that? Now, obviously none of this is easy, but Pieter has found a formula that works well for him, and I'm confident that there are a few things that you can learn from his story. Before I move on to the second solopreneur success story, can I ask a quick favor? Can you hit the subscribe button for me? If you're enjoying this video, subscribing will let me and YouTube know that I'm doing a good job. You see, I have a goal to hit 75,000 subscribers in the next 30 days. So if you subscribe right now, that would be a huge help. Thank you so much. We've all heard the advice that you should build a following and then sell products to your audience. Well, this next solopreneur is someone who has scaled that idea to a $2.45 million a year business. Let's dig into the story of Justin Welsh. Justin came onto the scene with his blog and newsletter in 2019. However, he quickly started sharing productivity and marketing tips on LinkedIn and Twitter. You see, he had grown the company Patient Pop to $50 million ARR and was sharing what he had learned in that process. Through his highly engaging writing, he was able to start building an audience. In 2020, he launched his first product titled LinkedIn Playbook, and it was a moderate success of about $75,000 in sales that year. His newsletter, The Saturday Solopreneur, now has over 175,000 subscribers. He has a Twitter following of over 517,000 followers and over 703,000 followers on LinkedIn. Justin has found that he has an exceptional skill of producing highly engaging written content. He does not do video content on YouTube. His skill is in writing, and he's doubled down on that. Finding what you are good at as a solopreneur is so important. His growth hack? Well, one of his recent tweets simply says, "My big X growth hack is showing up every day for 1,210 days in a row." Sometimes you just have to be consistent and put in real effort every day. And now that Justin knows his superpower of writing and business, he gets asked by his audience how he does it. These are now the obvious products and courses that he creates and sells to his massive audience. According to his latest numbers, he is likely doing over $2.5 million a year as a solopreneur. What an incredible business. This next solopreneur scratched his own itch and now makes over $5 million per year from a simple email newsletter. Dan Nee is the founder and CEO of the TLDR newsletter. Dan graduated from college and became a stock trader in New York. He then transitioned into software engineering and always wanted to stay on top of the tech and business news. His first business, however, was a tool called Scraper API that was a tool for developers to extract data from websites. He built this into a nice six-figure-a-year business, but decided to start a newsletter because he was always fascinated with current technology and business news. He didn't always have time to stay on top of the ever-changing tech world, and he figured that others likely had the same problem as him. So he created a newsletter to solve his own problem. He wanted to create something that others could read quickly and still stay on top of the ever-changing tech landscape. So he created the tldr.tech newsletter. In other words, too long, didn't read. But even more interesting is how he gained his initial subscribers. Dan started by spending small amounts of money on Reddit and Quora ads, and he got to 1,000 subscribers in his very first month. Then he moved to running ads on Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, and Twitter. Then, with a few thousand subscribers, he was able to start getting sponsors for his newsletter. And then the TLDR newsletter became a math game. All he had to do was gain a new subscriber for less than he made from sponsorships. While we don't know his exact cost to gain a new subscriber, he has shared in interviews that his business has an incredible 80% profit margin. He has now grown his email newsletter to over 1.25 million subscribers, and he pulls in over $5 million per year. And the latest news I could find is that he is still the only founder and has no employees in the business. So yes, you still can indeed run a single-person business and make millions. I'll provide just one final short example of a solopreneur with an education business. Let me introduce you to Kat Norton, aka Miss Excel at missexcel.com. Kat makes over $2 million per year teaching people how to use Microsoft Excel. She's been able to take the boring topic of spreadsheets and market it in a way that is fun and interesting. She posts daily videos on TikTok, of all places. Yes, TikTok, and now has nearly 1 million subscribers. Her videos are fun and educational, and it drives big business. Who knew that combining a boring subject with an entertaining new age platform could lead to big success? Maybe that's just what your business needs. Who knows? Again, none of this is easy. Kat works hard as a solopreneur. Peter, Justin, and Dan work extremely hard to achieve the high levels of success that they have. However, they've taken their ideas and have been able to execute them well as a solopreneur. And that's the beauty of the internet. a single person can reach a nearly limitless audience. What online business will you build next? And if you want some more inspiration for simple ideas that can make big money, perhaps consider watching one of my recent videos about how a single page website makes over $21,000 per month right here. Thanks again for watching.